FaceShop Basic works with Victoria or Mike only. First, we load Mike 3 on the stage. Once Mike is loaded on the stage, we start FaceShop, either from the Edit menu or from the toolbar. A dialog appears and asks us to name the new morph. If we use a head the first time, we can also identify the texture maps from a list and make the program remember by clicking on Save Current Selection. Now FaceShop appears and lets us choose an image file, JPEG or BMP. Once we accept the image, we can create a tighter crop by drawing a selection rectangle around the face. The default is 512 by 512 pixels. Anything higher requires FaceShop Pro. In the next screen, a guide appears, asking us to place 3 points on the photo, the outside corners of the eyes and the tip of the chin. The program then automatically places another 20 points, representing other strategic positions. With the help of the guide, we can move the points into position, like the right ear and the left ear. Notice that when we don't see the left ear, we are guessing its position. We also move some of the other points, like the point of the nose, middle of the upper lip, lower lip, corner of the mouth, etc., all guided by the dialog. After clicking on the next button, notice the mesh is now aligned with the direction of the photo. Now the program adjusts the mesh in 2 steps. In the first round, it changes the shape of the head to resemble JFK better. In the second round, it applies a texture to the altered mesh. And here it is, JFK in 3D. You can rotate the head around to check for problems. Note, options like Refine or Mirror are only available in Pro. After clicking OK, we are back in the studio and the changes are automatically loaded and both a new morph and texture are applied to Mike. You can still add texture to the nostrils as they were not identified at the initial setup. Now let's try FaceShop Pro. Unlike Basic, FaceShop Pro accepts many other meshes. Here we start with Victoria, place her on the stage, and click Open FaceShop. Once we name the new mesh and clicked OK, we are in FaceShop, and the dialog asks us for an image. We choose the head called Maya. As before, we draw a selection rectangle around the face. We also select a higher resolution, in this case 2048 by 2048. The first time the application will ask for a license number. In the next screen, the guide appears and asks us to put down the 3 points, corner of the eyes and tip of the chin. Following this, another 20 points are placed automatically. It is our task to make sure that they are placed correctly and move them into position as necessary. Here we adjust the tip of the nose, the upper lip, lower lip, and so forth. After clicking Next, the program aligns the head and we are asked to outline some parts of the head, starting with the eyebrows. We can skip some by clicking the right arrow. There's also an undo button to restart a line. After finishing the eyebrows, eyes, and mouth, we need to draw the left side of the head. Notice that we choose to go all the way around the head to better describe its unique shape. We need to do the same with the mesh, followed by the right side of the head in both. Finally, we are outlining the bottom of the nose in both the photo and the 3D mesh. We can also use the 5 free lines to denote other elements, like the middle line on the lips. After clicking on Next, the program goes and changes the head in 2 steps. First, it changes the shape of the head, doing a fairly good job here. Next, it applies a texture. With a high-resolution texture, this may take a few more seconds to accomplish. We turn the head around and decide to work on the profile. Clicking on the Refine button, we choose Use New Photo. As we happen to have a good profile shot of Maya, we choose that for this step. The next screen superimposes our new altered mesh over the profile photo. Our task is to rotate the mesh sideways and also zoom it to fit over the photo. Once we finish this alignment, we click Next. Now we start to use the first free line to outline the forehead all the way down to the bottom of the nose. In order to do a good job on the lips and chin, we zoom in and draw the curve with great care, then repeat the same on the 3D mesh. Clicking on Next, we will be back at the finish stage and explore the new head by rotating it around. Seems like a good likeness of Maya. After accepting it, FaceShop closes and applies both the mesh and texture to Victoria. We can still change the mesh by adjusting the percentage of the change, for example, from 100% down to 60% as shown here. Now we have Maya applied to Vicky and it looks good. We can further improve on the head by taking the texture map into Photoshop and repairing the imperfect areas of the texture map.